Good morning, afternoon, or night, whenever you're currently watching this video. Today, I'll be starting my 3 video part series, and we'll be making a car in Fusion 360. So, as I said, this is one of 3 episodes. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, what you want to do first is you want to create a sketch on any plane you fairly well want. So you come up here to create sketch. Make sure it is on one of the side planes though. It has to be on one of the side planes. It doesn't matter either or. So now we're just going to make the basic shape of the car. So I'm going to do a pickup. So I'm going to go about that long. We can add dimensions later. It's going to be a fair sized vehicle. So out there. So just make the rough sketch out of how you want your car to look. So there's my rough dimension of my car. So now if we come up here to the sketch dimension tool, I think the keyboard shortcut for that is D. And what you can then do is come down here and adjust your length. But see how you've got 1 and 2, how you've got these two separate? What you then want to do is up here, go escape, delete both of these. So therefore every line here is one big line. So just like that. Then get your dimension, bring it down. That's 250, so that's about where I want it. It's just we have the dimensions there. Oh, I think 50 is a bit high. I'm going to drop it down to about 40. There's that. I think that is slightly high again. 55. I'm going to drop that down to 50. So there, that's about what I want. And here, again, I kind of want that to be the same size as my tailgate. So I'm going to go 40. And then you can see here that this is far too long. So I bring it down. And I'm going to go with about 40. Remember, you can adjust these to your own sort of vehicle of your liking. So now if you go escape, you can actually come over here to this point. And you can click and drag the point around to wherever you really want it. And that's going, because the rest of the vehicle has dimensions on it, it's going to drag the rest of the vehicle with it. So it really depends on how high, what you want your windscreen to be like. So I kind of want it to be about there. But just to get this exact, I'm going to get my sketch dimension tool again. Click this line, come up, and I'm going to go 50. And that's about what I want. Now what we want to do is we now want to add our wheel sockets. So what you want to do is come up here to this line. We know that this is dead center. What we want to do is we want to drag it all the way across, which should give us that number. And then what you want to do is you then want to find the midpoint. So if you zoom right in, you should be able to, it should just snap. So right there, see how it's got the triangle? That's midpoint. Put a line straight down. Now do the exact same on the other side. Right there. Now what you want to do is you want to come up here to your circle. And what you want to do is you then want to create a circle straight out. I found going about 25 mil is good, just for now. Go center point C again. So now, that's not exactly where you want your tires. So now just drag, oh no, you can't do that. Control Z. Now you want to come up here to this line and delete it for both wheels. And now you should just be able to drag these freely. So drag them to whereabouts you want. Keep them about where the same height of where you originally had the wheel was. So about there. Try and keep it around that height because it's going to make your vehicle look a whole lot better. So I'm going to have my back wheel about there. And I'm going to do the same with this one, but I'm going to move it forward about to there. If you don't want your wheels to move at 25 mil, change it. I'm going to take mine up to 50 for now. See how that looks? Yeah, it's fair size. And they look good on the vehicle itself. Now what we're going to do is you want to come up here to the trim. Trim there. Trim there. Trim there. And do all of this again. And there you go. You have your basic car. But we still want to be able to have a door in here. So now what you want to do is you want to come here to the line function. But to make it even simpler, what we could do is just go around and make our door with a line. However, if you come up here to the offset, click this one and drag it in. I'm going to go 5 mil. Click enter. Then what you can now do from there is we then want this wheel socket as well. I'm going to do another one of the offsets. I'm going to go 5 mil. So then get a line from wherever you want your line to be about. So I'm going to come from, well, that's midpoint, so I'm just going to go from midpoint straight down. And then from here, you don't want it directly on the bottom of the car though. So if we come all the way down, we know that if we have this on a direct down, it's going to be 35 mil. So I'm going to put that line at 30 mil. Out there. That's then going to bring our whole vehicle. If you then get a line again, if you have this on a right angle straight over here, that is then going to make sure our whole door is a 5 mil from the edge of our vehicle. And remember, at the end of this video, I'll show you how to scale your chassis. So then you want to come up here to trim. You want to trim the rest of this. The reason you do trim is because if you go and you just hover over the line, click it, and then go delete, it's going to delete the whole line, including all this. That's why I use your snipper and just snip off what you don't want. Just like that. And now we have our door in there. So, what we want to do now is come up here to our offset again. Click our door. And I want to make another 5 mil offset. Maybe that's a bit too far, maybe 2.5. Like that. Because this is going to now make our door frame. So there you go, there's that. Then what you want to do is you're going to come up here to your line. Find where a good point for you is. I'm going to go about here. And then drag it straight across on that 90 degree. Boom, there you go. That is your window. So now what you can do is now go finish sketch. Now all the parts you want to extrude. You want to extrude your chassis first. So you got your chassis. You then want to come here and go E. And extrude it out however far. I'm going to go 100 mil. And there you go, we now have our vehicle. But remember how we made the door earlier? That's just hollowed out the driver's seat and stuff for us. So we'll come back to our doors a little bit later. So now what we're going to do is we now want to make this look more like a car. So on this front one here, I'm going to make the windscreen. We're going to come up here to sketch. And it's automatically going to choose that plane for us. And what you want to do is you want to come here and go R. Actually, no, even better, offset. And you should just be able to click that and go -5. So as you can see here, I'm going for a pattern and I'm making all of our dimensions 5 mil for mirrors and stuff and all that kind of thing. I'm making them 5 mil off of what they need to be. So there you go, that's just cut a hole, that's our windscreen. We'll add glass to that later. So there you go. You come here to your orbit. So here is your chassis, but we want this pickup, we want to add something to the tray. All we want to do is we want to come over to sketch. We want to click this back plane and come to the rectangle. Actually, no, offset again. I still need to make up my mind. And go -5. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to come to a view that you can see it with. Go E. So I'm going to come to a better view for me. Come all the way down. However, as soon as you go past the tire, you don't want to do that. Stay about there. Okay. And there you go. We have our chassis of the vehicle. But we're still not done. We still need to add a grille and some doors. We got some wheels, some axles, some windscreen, driver's wheel and stuff. And we'll do all that in one of the next 3 episodes. That subscribe button, the like button, and because that'll help me out majorly. Also, leave a comment of what else you think I should make in Fusion for one of my later videos after I finish this series. So, with all that, please help us out and click those buttons for us. Thank you, and goodbye.